They what about Gucci Man made you come back into music?
Because people told me that at that time, people was telling me that if I messed with him, that they would never F with me again. It's like, if you help him and if you mess with him, don't ever say nothing to me. I'm not effing with you no more. And you know, everybody keeps saying about it wasn't about the Jeezy thing. It's like, it was who he was. People just was not messing with him, period. And I never forget when somebody said it to me. It was my niece Tiffany, and she looked at me and she said, Aunt Debbie, I ain't never known nobody tell you that you can't mess with somebody, okay? And you're not doing. She said, help him. And I said, no. Plus, he was so persistent. He was like, he's so silly. Like, Gucci's so silly and so persistent, and he worked hard. You understand what I'm saying? And he also was a product of his environment. So a lot of things that people didn't know about him, you know? And I just fell in love with him. He became my fifth element because, remember, at that time then, I had lost my first child, my first son, and he was a completion coming back in. And it was like the bomb just having him in there and yelling at him and him getting in trouble and doing what he ain't supposed to wherever. So it just turned out, it was just so much fun. And
He slept on your couch. He slept on your couch in the early years.
He had a room.
Oh.
He had a bed. He had a bed to get in. He'd sleep
wait a minute,
wherever.
hold on. So you managing the artist and you move him in too? Oh yeah, he was beautiful.
It wasn't. See, you want to know something?
Yeah.
It wasn't really a management thing.
Okay.
People made me out to be a manager, Nate. I didn't make me out to be a manager. He put his life in my hand.
Wow.
I base my stuff around my children, like my family. Everything I do is surrounded around family, which is a major mistake that I've learned today. But it's like, if you put your life in my hand, you come to me and you trust me with your life, I have to do right by you. You understand what I'm saying? I take that seriously, regardless of what people want to say in the bull and all the stuff. I don't really give a damn about that bull. But I seen him, and then I learned a lot about him. And as we had conversations and we talked about tons and tons of stuff, I grew to love him even more. And he's talented. He was super talented. Like, I can't even explain how he's like a whole nother level in a studio and just everything it is that he do. He just was a product of his environment. And then when people come with that mouth and you got to be a certain kind of way and you got to hold all these things, that's what messes up a whole lot of stuff. And
so
then
it's
I
almost
just
more
went in.
like a son and a mother relationship.
Yeah. It was like, and I became auntie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And it's like, I don't know. I just fell in love with him. And it's like, it didn't matter. It wasn't about this music industry. Wow. It had nothing to do with the music industry. It had nothing, but I knew that I was going to help him. But I knew I couldn't help him here.
Yeah.
I had to take him back to New York.